Also, with my regimen that I do, I was prescribed ADHD medication, but I don't always take it. I really only take it during my PMDD era, which is if you got it, you got it. If you know, you know. Um, but like this morning, let's see, I haven't taken my medication in 2 weeks, and I noticed like more distracted, anxiety, aggression, like all that coming in, like yay. And so I thought, when's the last time I took my glycine and my magnesium glycinate and my magnesium L-threonate? And I got some GABA. The thing with GABA, I don't know if I mentioned this on my last video, but with GABA, it has a poor transportation through the blood-brain barrier. So I do really stick with liposomal liquid GABA, and that's really PRN. I don't take that all the time because that shit you'll go to sleep, or that panic attack will stop. For me anyway. I can't say for anyone else, but for me. So I knew that this morning I was waking up to not needing the ADHD medication per se. I needed to calm my nervous system down. It does not matter what you fucking take or what you do. If you do not know how to regulate your nervous system, it's not going to work. Nothing's going to work. If you cannot calm that central nervous system down and get your parasympathetic nervous system in line and cool off your sympathetic nervous system, which is fight or flight, and if you're in fight or flight all the time, sorry to tell you, but no medication is going to fucking touch you. It's just going to make you feel zombied out, or it's not going to work properly because your body's going to interpret it as something else and your brain's going to be like, eh. So what I did for myself, because I could feel just being very irritable and I'm exhausted by it, I took 2 grams of glycine, which we know that helps convert the glutamate to the GABA. It also is very beneficial for liver detoxification. But I took 2 grams of my glycine, and I took 150 milligrams of my magnesium glycinate, and I think it's 125, what's on that bottle, of my magnesium L-threonate. So that's all I did this morning. And I noticed literally on the drive to work, so I probably took that. It's probably 20 minutes later. I went from like super, super stressed out internally with fight or flight, ready to fight anything, to just calm. And I realized this several years ago when I had experimented with something, and it calmed me down to the point where I was having conversation with people. That was something that's very hard for me. I'd close up, shut down, resting bitch face, wouldn't talk to anyone. And it's just my nervous system shutting down. I don't like being around people. And so I noticed why I've made 4 fucking videos today is because my nervous system is regulated and I don't feel like I have to hide. And I saw this thing where it was like there has been a wet blanket thrown on your, what did it say? A wet blanket thrown on your nervous system fire or something. And I do that, like disappear, come on, off, on, off of social media because the anxiety gets so bad. And hopefully I won't delete all these videos. But truly, I was fasting. I've been fasting. I did drink some matcha, so that's probably why I'm talking fast, but also I have ADHD, so talk fast anyway. But that on top of those supplements, it was like, wow, that's really all I needed to become a human again and get out of my head and talk. Because I've been like blanket over my head in a corner and nonverbal for feels like months. And I didn't post, I deleted my social medias, like all these things. And I hadn't taken my glycine, my magnesium, none of it. And not saying like, oh, it's a cure-all and just take this and you'll be better. Like, I'm aware too of what my nervous system needed. I did an exercise this morning, got my steps in, deep breathing. Like, there's so much to it, and self-awareness as well. It's not just fucking taking a supplement and you're all better. But I just wanted to share, like, that's literally all I have done. And it just goes to show, like, your body just needs support. And if you give your body half the chance, it can heal itself to a degree, especially with the neurodivergent people. We know we're not going to be fixed forever, which is a grieving process I feel like everyone goes through, especially with late diagnosis. Late diagnosis in women, especially because that's what I've experienced, but I'm sure men obviously go through it too. But yeah, so this is just a friendly reminder to calm your nervous system down. Diaphragmatic breathing, getting the right supplements, getting some sunshine, going for a walk, talking to your sister, doing what you need to self-regulate, because you can throw every supplement at the world at someone or medication, and if they still do not know how to cope with their fight or flight and switch that bitch off to parasympathetic nervous system, winning more of the time and having that vagal nerve like tingling, then it's not going to help them truly. And having the right tools and therapies in place to help with that is so helpful. So helpful. So anyways, talk to you later.